Welcome back to Buff-A-Touille. We just returned from our spring break trip to Orange Beach, Alabama. And we're going to share with you some of the favorite foods that we had on that trip and the foods that we really don't recommend. Let's take a look at those. The reason this was the worst is because we thought the entire claw was edible. I mean, come on, it's entirely fried and breaded. Soft shell crab, you can eat the entire thing. However, this was not soft shell crab, and as a result, we nearly broke our teeth. And we learned there is a little piece of meat on here, but honestly, just not worth it. As you might recall, we made a shrimp po' boy on one of our previous episodes. You know, one of the best parts of a po' boy is the remoulade. The more remoulade, the better it is. And unfortunately, this shrimp po' boy did not deliver. We couldn't even find any remoulade on it. So it was pretty boring. However, the fries were pretty good. Rounding out the bottom three, once again, is that shrimp basket. While we were there, we also tried the shrimp étouffée. You know, honestly, I don't really have any complaints about it, but really no compliments either. It just was what it was. Overall, shrimp basket, just not worth the hype. We had a great time hanging out on the beach, soaking up the sun, and taking advantage of the heated pool at the hotel. And when you have a full day like that, sometimes you just want to eat at the hotel. So I tried the hotel club sandwich, and honestly, it was really filling, felt pretty healthy, but it just didn't have any flavor. In addition to the club sandwich, we also had the chicken tenders from the hotel. And, you know, you really can't go wrong generally with chicken tenders. But honestly, these were probably similar to what you'd have at a gas station. We're now entering the good food category. So while we were there, we went to Zeke's Landing. And one of the things we had there that was really good was the crab boil. So we ordered the 2-pound crab boil, comes with snow crab. It had really good flavor. We really enjoyed the potatoes and the corn. Everything was just really well seasoned. Overall, though, still needed more protein because, honestly, with snow crab, you do a lot of shell cracking. You don't get a lot of meat. But that means we had room for dessert. All right, next is Vinny's Pizza. And at Vinny's, we had their classic pepperoni. You can find Vinny's at the wharf next to the Ferris wheel. While there, you can either order it by the slice or get the whole pie. We opted for the whole pie. And really, the crust was kind of like a French pizza crust. Reminded me of a place called Bretto Pizza. And the cheese was somewhat similar to Casey's Pizza. And as far as Casey's Pizza, if you know, you know. All right, next, the grouper bites were a great appetizer prior to the crab boil. So, honestly, this was a great way to whet our appetites before the big meal. We're now transporting ourselves back to the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. And while you're there, Cantina Laredo never disappoints. The carne asada fajita burrito was just what the doctor ordered for a long layover. Also at Dallas-Fort Worth, it's always a treat to have the jumbo shrimp brochette at Papa Do's. You know, you can check out some prior episodes that we made on how to make this one. The most remarkable food at Orange Beach was at the Island House Hotel. My favorite part of the day was waking up for their shrimp and grits. The shrimp were perfectly seasoned, the grits were flavorful, and the sauce melted in your mouth. I cannot wait to make an episode on how to make this one. At number 1, Papa Do's takes the prize at Dallas-Fort Worth with their alligator bites. They have excellent seasoning. I've been asked a lot, what does this taste like? Honestly, for me, alligator is the best of the worlds between chicken and shrimp. Don't be afraid of this one. It is fantastic.
It's different.
Different.
Than this raspberry.
And now for our bonus desserts category. Going back to Zeke's, the key lime pie with raspberry compote sounded great. I love key lime pie. But next time, I'll just go ahead and stick to the Cheesecake Factory on this one. Where Zeke's does deliver though, is with their creme brulee. This is a must-have again, so please try it and love it. We loved this ice cream so much that we returned for more. We had the praline cheesecake single scoops on waffle cones. When in Orange Beach, be sure to go to the Sweet Cone Alabama Ice Cream.